Welcome everybody to this podcast by Joe Pepper. We will be talking about a medieval man whose measure can be summed up in a few words. Leader, warrior, rebel, and loyal to his very gruesome death. We are talking about a man who believed freedom was everything. This is captured in his own words. This is the truth I tell you. Of all things, freedom's most fine. Never submit to live, my son, in the bonds of slavery entwined. In our podcast today, we will be talking about William Wallace. William Wallace lived in the medieval time. He lived from 1270 to 1305. It was believed that William was brought up in Elderslie in Renfrewshire, Scotland. He was born into a well-bred family. William was a Scottish landowner. William was described as a tall man with the body of a giant, cheerful in appearance with agreeable features, broad shoulders and big boned, pleasing in appearance but with a wild look, broad in the hips with strong arms and legs, a most spirited fighting man, with all of his limbs very strong and firm. Before Scotland's difficult times, King Alexander III reigned over Scotland. Life was peaceful and prosperous. King Alexander died suddenly in 1286, after he fell off his horse. After King Alexander's tragical death, and then the death of the subsequent heir to the throne, there was great dispute amongst the Scottish nobles. Everyone thought that they had the right to the throne. Eventually, John Balliol became the new King of Scotland. This process was overseen by King Edward I. Less than a year later, King Edward overthrew John Balliol because he was weak. Coincidence? I think not. The English forces moved into Scotland with aggression. They overtook the landowners and made them pay homage. Many Scottish people did not like this and fought back. Around this time, William Wallace, his wife, was killed by English soldiers. This sparked more hatred in William for the English. He organized an army of rebels to fight back against King Edward's army. William Wallace wanted Scotland to be independent because he wanted Scotland to have freedom and peace. He wanted to be able to make his own choices and have the life that he had before. William is famous for fighting for Scottish independence and freedom from the English. He fought many battles. He is particularly famous for two battles. The first battle in 1297 was a fantastic success. It was named the Battle of Stirling Bridge because his armies fought the English on the bridge and managed to hold them back and killed many of them. As a result of this, he was knighted in 1297. The second battle in 1299 was the Battle of Falkirk, which was not so successful. This battle did not turn out as well as the Stirling Bridge battle. Many Scottish died, and William lost a lot of credibility. William had to retreat to France to get support and rebuild an army. When William returned in 1305, he was captured and handed over to King Edward. He was then hung, drawn, and quartered for high treason. This is a most tragic way to die. William Wallace was hung, then disemboweled, beheaded, and then his body was cut up into quarters. The Scots saw William Wallace as a martyr and a symbol of the struggle for independence. His efforts to get independence paid off 23 years later when Scotland became independent.